Last time on Ace Attorney.
There's only one reason I came to sell lunches in this accursed office. They all have cameras? Wait, it's all cameras? Always has been. Hello guys, and welcome back to Ace Attorney. First of all, let me apologize for the delay on getting this video out. I spilled an entire bottle of Coke on my keyboard, and I had to wash it out, wait for it to dry, and, well, whatever. It's fine. It's fixed. It's working. Now we're back. Tomorrow, be sure to tune in for the Persona 4 live stream. It's, as far as I know, should be right on schedule. And then after that, on Monday, hopefully I'll be able to resume my regular schedule for uploads now that my keyboard is back to working. But yes, last episode we did the first part of the second investigation, I believe. Yeah, I think that's right. And, well, we discovered a lot of things. Apparently, the two murders were really the same murder, and it actually took place in the evidence room. Also, apparently there's, like, video evidence, which is, yeah, that's gonna definitely be interesting to see. And, yeah, this episode, I don't know, it's just been so long, I don't know, you're about to find out, fuck. February 23rd, Evidence Room, Sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here.
So, this is the evidence room. It's really kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
Ah! Whoa!
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
Hero?
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts in the head, pal. So it's true what I heard? Oh, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them 50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content and knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police can't will loan anyone $50, even me? So, that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of investigation for today.
Just for today?
Boss for a day. But guess what? He got permission for the chief, so now you're boss for the day.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you'll want to have this.
Floor plan. Okay, that's important.
Let's see. I'm gonna say one thing, speaking as a detective. Shit, I want to check them, not investigate. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I see nothing. Nothing. That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Okay. L shape, interesting. So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? That's right, it's an honor, pal. After all, a murder took place right here in the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's planning to prepare for tomorrow's trial, pal. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again. I'll admit, though, I'm going to take control of this and put the case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course. I'm a detective after all. They gave me a locker only I can open, pal. Only you can open?
Interesting.
This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker's fixed so that only one detective can open it. Why wasn't it so high-tech when fucking Von Carmo was trying to steal the Deal 6 case files? Using their ID card. Oh, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. A lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. So, only locker we can open open is... So the only lock we can open is our own. Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see? The handles? The other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, bzz, you get a shock? Hey, if that's what happens, my hand will be black and smoking every day. In case locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people out on the force who don't know about the fingerprint locks. Huh. Interesting. I always believe in Mr. Edgeworth no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right? I'm trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today. I see. I guess it's what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. Maybe. Alright, a lot of shit to look at here. Oh, what's this? This was open just now. This was undoubtedly open just now. What's this? Blood? It's a little worn, but that's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright! What if there are other bloodstains in this room? We should use our testing fluid to check it out. But hold on! That was open! I swear on my life! That was open just now. What the hell is going on here? Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above is lit. I lock course code with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker? Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. Must have taken the contents elsewhere. Interesting. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of hooligan. It's apparently some, from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence? I wonder what shape these pieces were in before they broke. You want to try to put them back together? Ah, good luck, pal. It's no job for amateurs. Well, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Okay, I guess we're doing this. It has to have a spiky bit. Actually, 2 spiky bits. That's it. Oh, shit. Aha! Now, a long boy piece. Likely this, I'm guessing. No. Aha! What's that one? Definitely this one. No. Ah, no, it's this one. With this pointed down. No. Oh. Looks kind of like stairs. Ah, these are top pieces. Alright, Oh yeah? Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far in 2 minutes myself. The problem was finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it don't look like a most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. Okay. I wonder, how does that relate to our incident? Put these pieces together and makes a jar. There are two kinds of things that bother me. One, why are some of these pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'll make sure to remember that next time I buy a jar. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? Here you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know? Me and SL9. It does have a tag on it. SL911. Right. What is Hassan Paint doing here? Says the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger? Well, you might say it's my studio. Here, in the evidence room. This is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. I'm not so sure about the dreams. It won't open. You really think it would? Hey pal, security's high-tech around here. Access SL911. Guess there's another piece of evidence from that case. You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing. Oh, what's so confusing about that? You know how many other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, zag. Zag? Is that a word? Do you challenge me in my scientific knowledge? What, are we playing a word game now? No. Oh, Hangman's Gambit! Oh no! Letters start flying around the screen. PTSD from Danganronpa 2 kicks in. No! Not Hangman's Gambit! Anything but Hangman's Gambit version 2. Alright, luminol time. Big blood, big blood. That must be one massive pool of blood. I've never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Oh, I'm not a professional either. Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien? This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make note of it on the floor plans. Hey, I didn't want my opinion, you should have asked. I knew it. This is someone's handprint. Right handprint. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker, it's mine! It's yours? Please, pal, you have to help me. Where are they going to take me away? Promise you'll testify that I went on my fly. You'll do it for me, won't you, pals? An important clue, I'll jot it down on the floor plans. And you couldn't hurt a fly if you tried. I'm counting you guys, believe me, I can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Can't open the lockers if your fingerprints don't match. You can open it, it'll give you 50 cents. No, the police department lacks faith in its lock system. After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. The prospector's office, as Marshall would call it. Yeah, what can you tell me about SL9? Detective Goodman's known that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence for that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there's some loose ends left on that case. Maybe. Can you take a look at this? This is the ID card record that people come in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here at the time of the murder. Whoa! What? That second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth, pal. What? The hell? Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? And on that day, no less. That was a bloody violent case, pal. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing. Serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And this was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight, and started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence. It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transfer the other day. It was the last job he ever did. The Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? The Goodman was the detective in charge of the S19 incident, see? So, that switchblade knife. The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? He must have. No one else could access it, right? Again! Just like in the case at the prosecutor's office, the supposed murder weapon was found by the perpetrator at the scene of the crime itself, meaning no premeditation. They just used whatever weapon happened to be there. What time is Edgeworth here? 4:40 p.m. Interesting. One of these has to be Meekins. Probably 4989596 is Meekins, but why did he enter twice? We need to get our hands on that security video. We really do. Oh, we gotta go talk to Edgeworth. Is the High Prosecutor back? Nope. Where are we? Shit, I have no idea where to go. I mean, I guess it's just, it has to still be, in the evidence room, right? Oh, maybe you can help us. You sure have a lot of monitors in here. There's 8 cameras in the evidence room in all, one for each section. Which monitor shows the section where the crime took place? Why the cattle sit before the rain comes? It's not for a man to know. Unless you're the security guard responsible. Useless. Just so you got an idea of how much I've cut so far, right now I just hit the 1 minute, the 1 hour and 30 minutes mark while I'm recording. I have no idea how much I've cut out, but by my estimation, I'm probably, the video is probably at like 1:15 or something right now, so yeah. A lot of it has just been walking around aimlessly, trying to figure... Like, I'm pretty sure I skipped 15 minutes just looking around as to what the fuck I'm supposed to do right now. As the victim, Detective Goodman's ID card. These days, everything's got cards, secret numbers. I can never relax, pal. It's only because you always lose your card. I always forget my secret number, too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the work coming to? Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system. That's the photo Miss Starr took. Anything you can tell us about it? Miss Starr is quite a lady. I remember it was winter, I was 16. She was the only one I know who ever got me to talk about what happened. 16? That's how old I am now. I wonder what happened. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school too. Oh, what's that? Something sticking out of here. It looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence in some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this right here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet the evidence locker was open recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. No, the guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I heard him breathe down my neck about some silly evidence? So this Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too, huh? I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under the trench coat either. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Whose locker is that, though? Hey, look! They're hard to make out, but there are some dark red stains here. Huh, looks like blood. Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got on this when he was stabbed? Not likely. His blood looks like it's been here for months, maybe longer. Sure was evidence in the SL9 incident? That might be when the blood got on it. I have been at this for like 6 more minutes, just throwing evidence at this man, trying to see if any of it works. Did we ever check this? Item report 221, date loss 221. Bruce Goodman, ID 51? Is that? Or 50? Or, oh no, that's crossed out, it looks like. So ID 5. Which is that? That's the knife, right? No, that's 2. Number 5? What's number 5? This is 11. Huh. ID 5, I guess. Say what it is. Where am I supposed to go? I genuinely have no idea. Ah, maybe the locker that was opened, right? That makes sense for it to... Aha! I'm a genius. It only took me like 30 minutes to figure it out. Jesus. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for the murderer to touch this plot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey! That's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I just borrowed $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I better jot this down on the floor plans. Hey, pal, look at the time. Is there something you need to be going for? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm going to give them my report for the day. It might help, you know? Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth talking about here. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you have friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too. Guess we're heading to Edgeworth. I also like the Stars theme song. February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. I think so far my favorite theme song is probably Grotty Burger? Is this so good? Ah! No! Oh no! He's come back from my nightmares to haunt me! Oh no! I guess it's my apologies. I guess it's my apologies. What is he? Oh, no! Whoop, guys! It's official. We have our definitive suspect right here. It's the bellboy, Garcias. The return of the king. Oh, it's you. Please don't stab me like you did the last time we met. Have we met somewhere, sir? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here? There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand. Right. He has a hotel bring him tea service? Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening nearby. I think he was trying to console me somehow. The real info is on the other side, Edgeworth. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think the whole thing is really taking a toll on him. And his mental sanity. So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time, again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times, ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney, however. Something happened? I gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes, any further investigation for this case will be directed by Chief of Police Gant. I can do nothing but wait for the results, and he can twist them however he likes. I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still, I've never seen him this out of sorts. A couple of things. First of all, this. Alright, I better check this now. As I was saying, what's this? A record of ID card usage. Edgeworth, you went to the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less? Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less. The Chief of Police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. AI-16. He told me he wanted to keep this in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief never wanted to explain himself. In any case, the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I had better make a note of it. Stubborn as always, I told you it has nothing to do with the current case. Right, yeah, whatever. Tell me about this. Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea. I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner. Whose side are you on anyways? If I just show him the best evidence I can get a reaction out of him? I know you. You've probably gotten a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on. The SL9 incident? And some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in? You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. He must be talking about his father's murder in the elevator, DL6. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Missile 9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. The wacky old coot that was involved in the case 2 years ago then, too? He was the top officer, and it was my first time something. Wow, you got nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth? What I want to know is why was the deputy chief of police on the investigation? In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murder. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't? Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I'll do everything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science. Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid, huh? Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints? It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprints for everyone involved. Thanks! How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Nice! Best boy strikes again! Well, let's get going. One last investigation. Right. I do seem to remember something about a suspicious handprint somewhere. Onwards to glory! And she's gone. February 23rd, evidence room sector 3. Our investigation turned us a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Let me guess, Goodman? Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. Finger? Each finger lives behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. Really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger. Thumb? Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? With enter, see? Looks like that did the trick. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? With E! Exciting, I know. Imagine, you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake, see? Wow, that looks like fun! It might take some getting used to, though. It's fine. You won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on and blow away extra thick. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. Guess I better give it a try. Alright, let's spam this. This is live footage of the judge after meeting Angel Star during the last trial. Ah, you did it. You found one. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint. Huh. Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't. What does it mean? I think it means we're out of luck. Nope, they were wearing gloves. Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame. While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Other prints? Looking at that locker again closely. It seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print. Huh, fingerprints outside the blood. Right there. Yeah, I thought that was just like a smudge or something, but... Okay, let's go for it. Now we're talking, now we're talking. Come on, keep dusting. You need more? You get a fingerprint, you get a fingerprint, you get a fingerprint, you all get fingerprints. Come on, spread it everywhere, Judge, you know you can do it. Hey, a print so clear, it's dazzling. Dazzling. Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it right away. So we're not done yet? This is quite a process. Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right? Yes, she's right. Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth and point out the person who think these prints are. How am I supposed to do that? I can make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprint are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So those fingerprints would most likely find on this evidence locker. Or Gumshoe? I mean, it is his locker, right? Yeah, it looks like Gumshoe, alright. Comparison complete. Match found. Aha! So the prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look. I guess that's probably because I was thinking, so what? Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes hit or miss. I guess they never hit, huh? You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the sympathy and the song. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. Yeah. Let's go! This is where we got the luminal fluid reaction, right? Right! There's a handprint here. Okay. Want to try using this? There goes Roy sparkling. Yep, of course we're doing this. Yeah, let's check for prints. That's the spirit! Oh, but I have to warn you about something first. What? The area with the blood was wiped away, right? We only ended up finding it using chemical means. Any prints in that area will be wiped away too. Oh, right. So that means no prints? Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high? Don't ask me, you're the scientist. Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away. Prints other than the ones left by the bloody handprint. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Ah! Huh. I gave it my best shot. That kind of result won't be good for matching prints, will it? It does look like we'll get a clearer result from this print. Okay, let's try different finger then. Now we're talking. Okay. Big brain! So someone wiped away the bloody handprint, but accidentally didn't wipe away the part that wasn't bloody? Yes. Because they were only wiping blood, not fingerprints. Fuck, I was hitting shift, I activated sticky keys because I'm retarded. Man, we're about to reach the 2-hour mark. I don't think I've ever had such a long recording session. Jesus Christ.
Alright, let's see whose this is. Aha, there it is! Jake Marshall! What are you doing in here? Aha, gotcha, bitch! Hey, these fingerprints, whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know? It's Officer Marshall. Huh? Officer Jake Marshall?
Okay.
That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Emma? This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction, the blood, and the fingerprints are in the same place. Oh. So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain. We do. But why would Officer Marshall? It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess it's what you call decisive evidence. I don't believe it.
No, because it doesn't match, right?
Because that's a right hand print, but a left hand glove. Therefore, right, if we're assuming they only put one glove on and, you know, one of them, they're both hands got bloody, but one of them had a glove on, so they, you know, touched one thing with a glove, they had the right hand glove on. Therefore, the bloody handprint that we just found and detected, that one should have been a left handprint. Wait. No, it should have been a right handprint because the left one was the one we found earlier, which was gloved. However, that is not the case. The gloved one was undoubtedly a right hand, because the left hand glove was left behind. Therefore, whoever left that bloody gloved handprint must have been someone other than Marshall, unless he left the handprint, then took the glove off, put his hand in the blood a second time, and then left the bloody handprint again, which makes no goddamn sense. It also makes sense why they only erased one of them, because Marshall erased his handprint, but the other person didn't. Alright, I'm gonna have to think about this more in editing. But yes, that's gonna do it for this episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And by the way, if you want to hang out with us, we're streaming Persona 4 Golden every Sunday at 3, so come hang out with us, or go down in the description to join our Discord. We're always on there, so see you next time.